Verified reports have unveiled that a bunch of the largest countries a part of the BRICS nations have officially set the price of XRP to over $60,000 in the long run and over $479.07 in the short term, starting as early as June 27th in less than 4 days. And this report comes and unveils the fact that BRICS nations are officially shifting away from the United States dollar and have begun actively talking with Ripple Labs to build a global cross-border central bank currency to help facilitate interoperable countries between each other. This means that all of the money will be put onto the XRP ledger and this result in one CBDC on the XRP ledger facilitating all of the money. Guys, we cannot forget that this has been something in development for a very long time and has been reported in numerous reports, like for example, in this document titled BRICS Internal of Economics, highlighted that the XRP digital asset is the best asset for digital payments and that it's using Ripple Labs and the Ripple Net technology backed on the XRP ledger. And this was back in 2020. Another report officially unveiled that BRICS is expected to build a CBDC known as a central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger alongside Ripple, but also that Ripple has a connection with almost every country that is a part of the BRICS coalition, including Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And that once all of this money actually goes into the XRP ledger and into XRP, we are pricing XRP at over $10,000 to $60,000, $10,000 on the low end and over $60,000 as the official facilitating all of the money for BRICS. That would be the number of XRP. Now, as we do a deep dive into this, we got to analyze the actual price of XRP, which is currently sitting at $2.18, and the amount of money that will flow into the XRP ledger. I mean, there's a bunch of numbers here, and we are going to go through why in June 27th, which is in 4 days, we are going to get a massive amount of money flowing into the XRP ledger in the trillions of dollars. And we've decided to partner with Uphold to give every single person watching today's video free XRP. Guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where you can get yourself some free XRP, literally free money in less than 5 minutes, and it's up to $100. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications, share the video, and then make sure you sign up on Uphold using my link in the description and you do a transaction. Again, the whole process takes less than 5 minutes. It's literally free money. I definitely recommend it. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. The XRP supply is currently $129.07 billion and the price $2.18 with a total supply of 100 billion, but only a circulating supply of about 59 billion XRP tokens. But the truth is that while the market cap sits at 129 billion, on June 27th, this is going to change. And we are set to break the trillions of dollars per XRP's market cap. In fact, this is happening by RealFi, to which RealFi has officially publicly announced that their plan is to unlock over $654.39 trillion onto the XRP ledger using their Real token, which is built on the XRP ledger. And they've officially announced that in only 4 days, on exactly June 27th at 11:59 p.m., RealFi will create and produce the largest supply burn in the XRP ledger history. In fact, they've officially announced that RealFi is steadily progressing towards its mission of integrating $654.39 trillion global real estate market with the XRP ledger, aiming to unlock a transformative opportunity in decentralized finance. And that as part of this initiative, the Real token will burn and account for up to 80% of the total phase 1 supply, which is currently 100 million, being a massive move for the XRP ledger. Now, obviously, instantaneously, they've announced that on June 27, 20% of the phase 1 tokens will be burnt, and then 10% per month of whatever is unused on the 15th of every month, they will do a burn of that remaining supply. But this is a massive breakthrough. We are talking about the introduction of trillions of dollars, 650 trillion, onto the XRP ledger using the Real token, which I want to do a little bit of talking into the Real token, which is something I believe is personally massive. I mean, this project is set to go up 100,000% overnight. It's already done a massive 10x since pre-sale, now it's probably even more than that. And there's been a lot of discussions and speculation that the Real token will, within the next 24 hours on June 27th, so 24 hours to June 27th date, will unveil a $190 price per Real token overnight, due to a massive supply shock and a massive demand increase. So we're going to see a massive burn resulting in very little supply, and then massive demand, which is going to cause a massive supply shock and a high price per real token. And I mean, the math is quite clear. If only 1% of the 650 trillion actually goes into the real token, we're looking at $65,000 per real token. I mean, that alone is massive from a cryptocurrency priced at literally 2 cents, almost 3 cents. And when you take a look at this, guys, there is almost no resistance, yet there is massive levels of support. And that's been something that's been clear. I mean, people believe and everybody knows that the real project, the RealFi project in the real token is going to facilitate the entire real estate market onto the XRP ledger, and it's going to make a lot of people a lot of money. I mean, just take a look at the real chart here. This is a massive vertical chart, and this is the actual price of real, guys. It has been absolutely parabolic. It's received one of the highest ratings, if not the highest rating, on all of the largest XRP ledger exchanges, like an 8.7 out of 10 score, a 100% BNX score, a 100% KYC score, meaning it's KYC verified, the team and everything, and their top 3 holders are low risk, meaning there's literally no risk for this. And every day we take a look at their holders to show you guys how many new people have joined the RealFi ecosystem. And guys, we're sitting at 1,262. Just yesterday, it hit 1,200. I mean, this is flying. And as more and more people see the RealFi institution and look at the real token and what it facilitates, well, we are going to get more and more attention for this project. And as more and more people actually use the ecosystem, we're talking about billions, trillions of dollars flowing into the real token, resulting in a massive price pump. I mean, literally at this point, everybody that bought in when it launched literally made money. Anybody that bought in yesterday literally made money. Anybody that bought the day before, if you bought in at all, you are profitable right now on the real token. Every single person that owns real token is profitable. Again, I want to make this clear that I'm not a financial advisor. It's not what financial advice, nobody's doing research. And the markets flip-flop. It's very volatile. I mean, crypto as a whole is very volatile. But you want to be into projects like the RealFi and, real token, which is actually a utility-based project that actually has a purpose. They are tokenizing real estate onto the XRP ledger, onto the fastest ecosystems. These are the projects that you want to look at. And the guys that made millions of dollars and became millionaires using crypto got into these utility-based projects that are facilitating trillions of dollars very early when they first launched. And obviously these projects ended up skyrocketing, being worth billions, if not trillions of dollars in market cap. And this is one right here. And again, I'm telling you guys, do your research. I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, but you have to look into this and you have to do your research into it. In fact, you can check out their website at payrealfi.com to see all the latest information. But RealFi is the first ever real estate and payment solution unified by blockchain, and it gives you a thorough internal review of exactly how they plan to do this, the methods that they use, what they can do. RealFi is a payment solution, RealFi tokenizing of real estate, and the real token. It also tells you that the RealFi ecosystem uses 2 main tokens, one being the real token, which we know that's going to make a lot of money, I think, because again, I think we're very, very early into it. And then the second one is actually XRP. And if you click on real token, it will bring you to the real token overview, telling you a description of the real token and the project, the tokens that are being used for the RealFi ecosystem. And then it tells you where you can actually get the real token, which is they have a widget that you can actually transact directly from the website, or you can go into some exchanges that actually have real token listed. On top of this, they also show you where there's second, so XRP, where you can buy XRP from. Why? Because again, the ecosystem uses XRP. But really, guys, the eye to look for is the real token. This is the project that is going to make generational wealth, in my opinion, because all of the money will flow through the real token before it gets to XRP and before it causes the massive XRP. Now, I think overall the point is quite clear. The money will flow into the XRP ledger, whether it be through RealFi or any other massive institution, but there are institutions right now building on the XRP ledger with massive large-scale partnerships, and XRP will bridge all of the money along with the XRP ledger and its partners. One thing that I didn't mention is that the RealFi ecosystem, and real token specifically, is very closely linked with Ripple Labs. I mean, they've officially announced that they've met with Ripple. We've seen images of the RealFi team and the Ripple team meeting together and discussing the RealFi project, which is actually a massive mark to where the real token is going to be in, the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, and the next couple of years. I mean, when you are already beginning the ecosystem with massive institutions backing it, like RealFi backing the Real token, and RealFi being backed by Ripple Labs and multiple other institutions. Now, obviously, they didn't officially declare that, but the fact that we're seeing meetings between RealFi and Ripple Labs, the teams meeting together, I mean, on its own is a given that these guys are working together to build tokenization on the XRP ledger, the same way Ripple has worked with a bunch of other institutions to facilitate payments. The tokenization element of the XRP ledger, tokenizing $650 trillion, is happening through RealFi. And Ripple has actually announced on multiple occasions that they plan to tokenize the $600 trillion real estate market. And now that we're seeing RealFi pop up and them mentioning at the exact same time, and images of RealFi's team and the Ripple team meeting together, I mean, it's a clear point here that RealFi is backed by some of the largest institutions, and that the Real token is really where the money is going to end up landing. Now, I gotta be transparent here, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, nobody's doing research, but I'm telling you based on what I see. I mean, I'm very bullish on the Real token, and I'm not very bullish on a bunch of projects, but I definitely know there's a few of them out there, like the Real token, like XRP, XLM, and a few other even XRP ledger built tokens like CTF token, and a few others, ATM, which even Brad Garlinghouse mentioned. But if I was to pick one project on the XRP ledger, it has to be the Real token. I mean, this is facilitating real world assets. It connects blockchain with real world assets. The Real token is a critical piece of the RealFi ecosystem. They've met with Ripple. I mean, we know they have a very close connection. And most importantly, the Real token is very early, and it's making everybody money. Whether you bought in yesterday or the day before, you're making money, because the Real token is not actually doing anything through retail. They don't even want retail, but rather it's the